Offline games with high graphic are always becoming a great topic to play, even in this year, where most of the players are still looking for it with a different kinds of genres. With this video, hopefully my subscribers are getting the offline games that you all want for. But remember to like this video to reach 500 likes, thanks. Top 10 best free-to-play offline games high graphic for Android, best offline games mobile. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Battle of Guardians Beta. Battle of Guardians Beta. As you can see on the screen, when you play the game without internet connection to start, then the notification of playing the offline game mode will appear. But unfortunately, this game is in beta testing. In the future, this best offline game will be able to play offline, because right now we are only able to play it offline just for the tutorial. The developer is still developing this game right now, that's why the game's title at the end has a beta word. I love the graphic and it has a great gameplay. It's absolutely magnificent. We can do 6 action buttons to move your body and do a punch and kick. We can create a combination combo by tapping a different button at the same time and creating a different pattern. The combo is a really good way to decrease your enemy's HP becoming lower. When our energy fills up at least one box, then we can unleash the trigger mode. One more, remember to download the whole package data in-game before you are enjoying the offline mode. Battle of Guardians Beta is the best offline games for Android high graphic. Zombie Fire 3D. Zombie Fire 3D offline game. This is the best new game offline with a very small size, just about 100 MB. For a game with this game size, I will admit the graphics are really high and super enjoyable to play. The gameplay is super simple. We just need to aim our gun into the zombies and we don't need to move. Only able to stand still in one spot, but we must stay active on rotating the perspective angle to anticipate a sudden attack by the zombies. There is some tactical shooting we can do to slow down the enemy by targeting their leg and dealing a higher damage by focusing on the zombie's head. Some of the zombies will have a variety of strengths and weakness, so we must notice it to know which body part we should lock in first. Switching the gun is possible and it will help us in adjusting the combat style. After we clear the stage, we'll get in-game gold to buy a new gun or upgrade the gun to increase the power and attack speed. Zombie Fire 3D offline game is the best new offline games for Android iOS. Immortal Prince. Immortal Prince. This is new offline game action RPG hack and slash for mobile. The main gameplay is a combination of roguelike and also village buildings. So there are 2 different areas that we must focus on, like on the village and also dungeon portal. While in the village, it will slowly be getting bigger and bigger through building up a certain features. But we must get into the dungeon first to clear the main mission. The combat mechanism of the Immortal Prince is we will play as a swordman that wields a huge sword. Dodging is possible to anticipate the incoming attacks. The camera perspective is a top-down view angle, so we cannot rotate it anymore. Each time we clear a certain level, then we are able to learn one new ability or upgrade it when we pick the same ability. Overall, it has a short storyline actually, and the developer focus on the action only. This is the best offline RPG for Android and really playable for low-end devices. Just to let you know, it will cost 489 MB size. Sword Rage. Sword Rage. You must try this game if you love to enjoy a game that makes you become a villain or an antagonist role model. Before we start playing it, make sure you optimize the graphic setting into Ultra. I guarantee it will work perfectly on any device's level. Even if the game's frame rate is never getting lower, it's always stable even if we are playing in a massive number of the NPC. The gameplay of Sword Rage is we will become a sword that is starving, so we must need to attack the human in sudden. I'm pretty sure you will be satisfied by seeing how the human feels so panic while seeing the shark. But before we get into the gameplay, there are some supporting items we can get with in-game gold, like a rocket missile, more oxygen to be able to survive on the land, and also jump higher. I love how the game has a great ragdoll physics. It looks way more interesting and realistic. On Play Store, it has a high score with a great review. This is the best offline games for Android and iOS. Gacha RPG. Gacha RPG, Gacha Simulator. I love finally someone making an open world action RPG game with a hack and slash concept and supported it with a storyline. The game starts with a young boy that's able to use some weapon like a sword and also bow, but also you can use a bare hand to hit the enemy. Briefly, it seems like a Zelda style. The gameplay is we should follow the main mission and reach some new area. Mostly the main mission will need to kill some monster or animals. Seriously, you will be surprised about how wide the area is. It truly has a massive size of the world. Luckily, we can have a mount, which is a horse, to ride on and explore the world faster, but we should tame the horse first. By trying to navigate the mount, it's pretty easy. The combat mechanism is we need to slash the enemy with our sword to force close combat, but also try to make a space to lock the target by our bow. The arrow is limited, so be wise on using the bow weapon then. Even though the game size is very small, but never underestimate the graphic quality, it's really high. We even need a high spec phone to run this game in our ultra setting. This is the best high graphic offline RPG game for Android. Rise and Dawn. Rise and Dawn. Seriously, before we don't have any good parkour game on mobile, but right now this game is really enjoyable as one of the best parkour games for Android and iOS platforms. Even though the movement looks pretty realistic and super smooth, we can do some trick by combining some buttons through jumping on a higher spot. The game has a stage-based mode, so we need to reach the green light to keep moving into the next step. The tutorial is absolutely easy to learn. This makes a newbie easily understand the game. Right now, this best offline game has enhanced his visual graphic, becoming much better. Even the weather in-game can be changed suddenly from sunny into rainy. Always try to handle and navigate your character when passing through a tight road, because we don't want you to fall down then. The game size is 268 MB, very small size. Football Soccer. Football Soccer League FSL 24. It's pretty difficult to find any offline soccer game on mobile in a great game quality and playable for any devices level. But you must try this game now. It has been updated into the newest year. We can do a tournament or quick matches to pick a different country as you want it. But please note, every player in this game has a similar name as the actual players, and I'm sure you will notice which player is this. Before we start playing the match, make sure to pick the opponent's difficulty and manage your formation. In the game, we can do the same like the other football games, like running, pressing, through passes, and also make a goal by shooting. There is a short reply that will be available. By downloading 50 MB, you can enjoy these best offline games for mobile. Swami, Attack on Titan. Swami, Attack on Titan. After waiting for the Attack on Titan game on mobile for so long, finally an indie games developer making his own style of AOT game for Android, and I'm super happy about the final progress. He created something that the other developers cannot do. Seriously, this AOT game is a must-play offline games on mobile with a great control and very good gameplay at all. I'm so impressed how he managed every single movement and becomes so realistic. The main goal is we need to slay the Titan in a certain number to win the game. Every Titan has their weakness points on their neck, so make sure we do a flank to strike his neck from behind and keep being unnoticed. There are 3 of the maps we can select in the city, forest, and ice cave. In game, we can switch the points of view from first person or third person perspective. When your gauge meter has recharged and reached 100%, then you can transform yourself into a Titan and do an instant kill to the Titan. The game size is quite big anyway, but trust me, you get the best game on mobile with the highest graphic offline game mobile. MotoX. MotoX Pro Moto game. This is a new offline game that I think everyone should know exists on mobile. There are some modes we can select, like an open world where we are able to explore the area that's full of NPC walking around with another vehicle. So we must always stay focused on the traffic around because it will cause a crash then. We should do many kinds of racing style to get some goods. It's for buying a new motorbike. The more expensive the bike, the faster motorbike will be. But I love the up mode features where we must reach the highest point of the area to win the game, but the road part is getting difficult when we reach a higher area. There are 4 chances that we have for respawn, not only a speed as the main point, but yes, the acceleration and stability is really crucial to win the mode. The graphics are absolutely stunning. I don't even get any issues playing this game for a longer time. This is the best new offline open world game for Android. Touchety. I guarantee most of the devices cannot handle this game in the maximum graphic. Seriously, this game is designed to test the phone performance. That's why by seeing the game setting we already know how powerful and weak our devices are. But overall, I love how this game has a high graphic and is well made on the game's actions. We'll start on selecting the characters' genres of male or female, but the appearance selection is really limited. The main weapon is a gun. We don't need to tap the shot button because it has an auto basic shooting, but we only need to aim the gun into the target. It's quite difficult to aim the enemy because the enemy has a very fast movement speed and some of them are able to fly just like a dragon. This is the best free-to-play offline games for Android and only available to download on Google. Nier Automata Mobile. Bonus: Nier Automata Mobile. Just to let you know, this is a fan-made game, but the game's quality is beyond than the official game's developer. I would really be happy if someone's try to continue this project. Everything is perfectly done, especially the game's combat mechanism and also how great the visualization of the graphic. The game doesn't have any storyline at all. We just need to wipe out every enemy that respawn in front of us by using our sword, but also we can call a little robot to deal some damage by a long-range combat. We can dodge and run. Also try to change your appearance with a different costume. Thank you very much for supporting this channel, Game Mobile HD Graphic, and hopefully you all enjoy the video. Remember to tap the like button. See you on the next video. Thanks.